Have you ever felt like unseen forces were conspiring to keep you trapped, as if every step forward is met with resistance? What if I told you the struggle has already ended, and you have triumphed? This message isn't for everyone. It's for the few who recognize the weight of those words. Stay connected, because if you feel it deep within, this is meant for you. Victory is yours already. You have already stood at the heart of the storm. The malevolent force sent to devour you, twisting in darkness, was vast and merciless. Its claws stretched toward your soul, seeking to unravel you, shred you, reduce you to a shadow of what you once were. But you did not break. The demons, those ancient enemies lurking in the unseen places, assembled to watch your fall. You felt their breath, cold and venomous, whispering to you that this was the end, that you were powerless against their crushing weight. And yet, you rose. You did not simply survive, you obliterated them. Each assault on your spirit, each dark whisper, was met with a strength they could never comprehend. Your victory was not in some distant realm, but here, in the marrow of your being, in the pulse of your blood. You tore through their illusions, cutting down their lies with the truth of your existence. They could not drown you in despair because your essence burned too fiercely. You, the chosen one, extinguished their darkness with the light of a soul unyielding, unbreakable. The demons did not fall because they were weak. They fell because you are more powerful than the darkness they wielded. Your victory wasn't handed to you. It was earned, ripped from the jaws of oblivion. When they came for your mind, to shackle it with fear, you broke those chains. When they sought to poison your heart with doubt, you crushed their venom beneath your will. You moved through their chaos, unstoppable, as they flailed in confusion, unable to comprehend how their meticulously crafted destruction had failed. You can say now, without hesitation, I defeated the demons. I won. The battle is over. They underestimated you, and in doing so, sealed their own demise. The legions they sent have been scattered, their ruin total. They are nothing more than ghosts now, fading echoes in the chambers of your mind, powerless and pitiful. You stand above their ashes, victorious, your spirit blazing with the knowledge that nothing can touch you now. You have triumphed where others have fallen. Your strength is absolute. You won. The enemy sought to twist the very essence of your being. They moved through shadows, clawing at your energy, trying to turn it against you. Their whispers rippled through your surroundings, a poison that seeped into the hearts of those nearest to you. Their aim was chaos. Fracture your strength, corrupt your light, unravel the force that defines you. They wove webs of deceit, subtle and invasive, hoping to erode your spirit from the inside. But they underestimated the unyielding power that flows through you, the force that cannot be corrupted, cannot be broken. You, standing in your truth, burned through their schemes. The darkness they unleashed was devoured by the fire of your resolve. They could not warp your essence because your energy is pure, a force that radiates beyond their reach. They sent their legions to cloud your mind, to make you question your power, your purpose. Yet their shadows were nothing against the blinding light of your will. They thought they could make you vulnerable, but you were always untouchable. Your power is ancient, a storm that sweeps through the weak illusions they tried to create. They turned those around you, hoping to isolate you in confusion. Their poison spread, but you remained untouched, watching as the lies crumbled in the wake of your truth. Your strength broke their deception before it could take hold. You stood tall, a force too great to be swayed by the chaos they attempted to conjure. The enemy's weapons, fear, doubt, confusion, were powerless before you. You rose above their desperate games, your energy resonating so strongly that it shattered the chains they hoped to bind you with. This is why you are untouchable, not because they were weak, but because your strength transcends their understanding. They cannot warp what is immutable. You are the storm that rages against them, the light they can never dim. You can say with unwavering certainty, I am powerful, I am untouchable. The enemy's defeat was inevitable because your energy, pure, fierce, and infinite, cannot be distorted. You have triumphed over the forces that sought to diminish you. You remain not only whole but stronger. a force they can never touch. You were misjudged, seen as gentle, vulnerable, because of your kindness. They looked at your empathy, the way you carried the weight of others' pain, and believed it was a weakness. They thought they could use it against you, that your softness was a flaw to exploit. They were wrong. The truth is, your compassion is a weapon sharper than any blade. It cuts through the lies they told themselves, revealing the raw power they failed to see in you. You, with your quiet strength, stand as an unstoppable force they never saw coming. They believed their schemes could bend you, that they could break you under the pressure of their deceit. They believed their darkness would swallow your light, not realizing that your light could consume them whole. They mistook your empathy for fragility, not knowing that it is the foundation of your invincibility. Empathy is not a weakness. It is the very reason you were chosen. You can see what others cannot. You can feel what they try to hide. This is why they feared you, though they would never admit it. Your power comes from a place they will never touch, a place that defies their understanding. When they tried to come for you, they didn't know who they were dealing with. They thought they could suffocate your spirit, but your resilience tore through their shadows, leaving them in the dust of their own defeat. They underestimated the fury that lies beneath your calm surface. Your empathy is the storm that destroys their illusions. You are not simply kind, you are relentless. You move through their tricks with clarity, seeing every angle, every manipulation, and you dismantle them effortlessly. Now you stand above the ashes of their attempts, untouchable, because you are a chosen one. Not by chance, but by design. The universe crafted you with this power, knowing you would wield it wisely. You say with certainty, I am a chosen one. And in those words lies the truth they could never face. You are both light and shadow, mercy and wrath, and in their arrogance they fell, leaving you standing stronger than ever. Their downfall was inevitable, for they never stood a chance against what you are. This is a call like no other. The Obsidian Inner Order, the ultimate ascension nexus for chosen ones, has opened its gates, but only for those who can carry the mantle. Inside, over 400 fierce, committed souls have already taken their places, connecting in ways you'll find nowhere else. And let me be clear, this is not for everyone. Only those with solid mental fortitude, unbreakable character, and razor-sharp discernment need apply. If that's you, then now's the moment to step forward and claim your rightful place. The doors to knowledge are wide open in the Inner Order, granting you access to 3 profound chapters from the Modern Manifestation Mechanics Grimoire for Chosen Ones, each a tool to fortify your journey. Learn to arrange your living space as an abundance magnet, channel basic spellcraft to give your goals physical manifestation, and harness the 7 types of magical forces for your ascent. And we've just launched a full-length, exclusive video special for Star Chamber members only, diving deep into these magical forces. This content is too raw, too unfiltered for any mainstream platform. It's knowledge for chosen ones only, the kind you won't find on YouTube or anywhere else. If you're craving real connection with those who walk the same path, this is literally the only place on the internet where chosen ones gather in true kinship. But be warned, spots in the highly coveted Star Chamber are limited and are disappearing fast. The link to the Inner Order Patreon is in the description. Do you have the grit, the power, and the vision to step up? If so, the time is now. Join us. They sent an army to destroy you, believing their numbers would overwhelm. A legion of demons born from the depths of darkness came crashing against the walls of your spirit, determined to break through. They believed they could suffocate your soul with chaos, with doubt, with the kind of relentless attacks that have brought others to their knees. They thought you would falter under the weight of their onslaught, that their sheer force would devour your light. But they underestimated what they were up against. Your soul is not bound by their rules. It does not bend to the whims of darkness or the shadows that think they hold power. Your soul is eternal, carved from the very substance of the divine. They could not touch you because you are beyond their reach. Every strike they made, every attempt to weaken you, only proved how untouchable you are. They came with fury, with a darkness that has crushed many before you, but you stood unshaken. your light, unyielding and fierce, repelled them. It is not simply that they failed. It is that they never had a chance. Your protection is not of this world. It is woven into your very being, a shield of divine origin that no darkness can pierce. They hurled their most vicious weapons, thinking they would see you fall. Yet those weapons shattered on impact, powerless against the force of your essence. You are not merely human. You are a vessel of the divine, and no army of darkness can stand against that truth. They thought they could claim you, but your soul was never theirs to take. Your victory was written long before their attack even began. This is why you can stand tall and proclaim, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." It's not a hope, but a certainty. You have seen their might, and it pales in comparison to the strength that surges within you. The demons fled because they understood too late that you are untouchable, eternal. You are shielded by forces they cannot comprehend, protected by the very fabric of creation itself. They are nothing, and you remain everything they could never conquer. You have won because your soul was always destined to rise above the darkness. They conspired against you in the shadows, their whispers like venom seeping into cracks they believed would lead to your downfall. They gathered in secret, weaving their lies into the fabric of your reality, thinking their deception would slowly unravel you. Gossip became their weapon, witchcraft their hidden blade. They wanted to see you crumble, to watch your mind unravel under the weight of their schemes. They aimed to strip you of your purpose, your foundation, hoping to leave you lost in the labyrinth of their making. But they didn't know who they were dealing with. What they couldn't foresee was your power, the ancient, unshakable force that burns within you. You saw through them before they even had the chance to strike. Your intuition, a gift from the divine, became the beacon that exposed their plots. Every spell they cast, every lie they sowed, was illuminated in the light of your awareness. You stood, unblinking, while they circled like vultures, believing you were prey. But you were never prey. You are the storm they feared, the force they didn't understand. You sensed the shift in the air before they moved. You felt their intentions before they were spoken. Their attempts to deceive you only served to awaken the full extent of your power. They wanted you to lose everything, to see you stripped of your strength, your clarity, your purpose. Yet with every step they took against you, they stumbled deeper into their own defeat. Their dark magic, their gossip, their lies, they crumbled before your eyes. They could not touch your mind because it is fortified by the divine. They could not take your purpose because it was never something they could grasp. You stand now, untouched by their poison, because you are more than they could ever understand. You declare with certainty, "I am a high priest, priestess, and no force can defeat me." This is not a hope or a shield, but a truth carved into the very essence of your being. The darkness they tried to summon against you has dissolved into nothing. They sought to trap you, but it was they who became entangled. You remain powerful, untouchable, and they are left to reckon with the force they dared challenge. They tried to shatter the bond, to tear apart what was forged in realms beyond their understanding. Forces moved against you, seeking to break the thread between you and your twin flame, a connection that radiates with divine purpose. They threw obstacles in your path, thinking they could separate two souls bound by something far stronger than time or circumstance. But what they didn't realize is that your connection is not fragile. It was never something that could be broken by mere human interference. It is etched into the very fabric of the cosmos, an eternal truth that defies all attempts to destroy it. Your twin flame journey has faced countless trials, storms sent to obscure the path, confusion designed to make you doubt the connection. But every test has only made your bond stronger. Each obstacle you've encountered was a signal of the power you hold together, a testament to the divine mission you are here to fulfill. The forces of darkness recognize this union as a threat, something they cannot control or manipulate, and that is why they attack. But the connection between you and your twin flame transcends any earthly challenge. It is fueled by a purpose that stretches far beyond the mundane, anchored in the divine plan that neither distance nor time can alter. They tried to disrupt this union, but the bond is indestructible. It exists not just in this lifetime, but across lifetimes. A sacred contract that cannot be severed by the hands of those who fail to understand its depth. The mission you are here to fulfill together is written in the stars, destined to unfold no matter the opposition. You and your twin flame are guided by forces that move beyond the visible, unseen currents, pulling you toward the ultimate purpose you were meant to achieve together. Each trial only fortifies the truth of your union, proving again and again that nothing can break what was created by the divine. You stand in your power now, knowing the truth. I am destined for divine union. This is not just a hope, it is a certainty, woven into your very soul. No interference, no attack can stop what has already been ordained. Your twin flame and you are destined to rise together, to fulfill the mission that belongs to you alone. The enemy has watched you, fixated on the brilliance of your light, intoxicated by the power you possess. They are consumed by envy, driven to snuff out what they can never claim. They've sent waves of darkness against you, trying to choke your gifts, to twist your strength into something they could control or corrupt. But they've failed. Time and time again, they have underestimated the force that shields you, the divine armor that no darkness can penetrate. Your power is not something they can touch, let alone steal. It is woven into your very existence, protected by the hands of the divine. Every attempt to block your gifts, every scheme to silence your voice or cloud your vision, has shattered before it could take root. They thought they could dim your light, surround you with shadows so thick that you'd stumble, lose your way, forget who you are. But they didn't understand that your light comes from a place far beyond their reach. It is not a flicker to be extinguished, but a raging fire that only grows stronger the more they try to smother it. Their attacks were nothing but fuel, igniting the very gifts they sought to extinguish. You were never in danger of losing them because what they covet was never theirs to take. Your divine gifts are not fragile. They are indestructible, formed from the essence of the universe itself. Protected, they cannot be tainted by the hands of those who wish to see you fall. The enemies who sought to confuse and weaken you are now left to marvel at their own failure, standing in the ruins of their plans while you rise untouched, more powerful than before. Your gifts shine even brighter, untamed and unbreakable, a reminder that no weapon formed against you can prosper. You declare with unwavering certainty, I cannot be defeated, my divine gifts are protected. This is not a hopeful affirmation but a truth embedded in your very soul. The light within you is eternal, shielded by divine forces that no darkness can overcome. The enemy may be obsessed with your power, but their obsession only leads to their downfall. You remain victorious, standing in your full strength, as your gifts continue to unfold, untouched, unassailable. The floodgates of abundance have been thrown open, and wealth is rushing toward you like a river that has long been dammed, now released with unstoppable force. Every barrier that stood in your way is dissolving before you, crumbling into dust as divine forces clear the path for your prosperity. Money, success, and opportunity are not mere possibilities. They are certainties now, destined to fall into your hands. The universe is aligning itself in your favor, orchestrating events and connections that will propel you to heights you may have only whispered about in secret. This is not luck. This is your birthright being fulfilled. The divine has moved to bring you what is yours. Doors that were sealed shut are now being flung wide open. Corridors of wealth stretching before you in endless abundance. What once seemed out of reach is now within your grasp, no longer bound by limits or restrictions. Opportunities that were hidden are now being revealed, each one more lucrative than the last. The energy surrounding you is charged with the force of prosperity, and it is pulling wealth to you in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. Money will flow into your lap as if drawn by a magnetic force, and no effort you make will go unrewarded. You were never meant to struggle. This wealth has always been yours, waiting for the moment to be unlocked. Now the divine has set everything into motion, moving the pieces with precision to ensure your rise to success. You are not simply receiving, you are being elevated. Every action you take will be met with exponential rewards. your efforts magnified by the forces that have been set to work on your behalf. This is more than financial gain. It is the full manifestation of your power, your vision, your undeniable worth. With full confidence you declare, money is falling into my lap, and I am rising to prosperity. This is not an empty affirmation, but a truth unfolding before your eyes. The wealth that has been divinely set aside for you is now flowing in your direction, unstoppable, inevitable. You are ascending to a state of abundance that cannot be shaken, and your prosperity will stand as a testament to the power that guides you. You are more powerful than anything that dares stand against you. The divine forces that surround you are unyielding, ensuring that no opposition can ever halt your rise. You have been chosen, set apart with a purpose so vast that even the darkest forces shrink before it. Every attack, every obstacle, was nothing more than fuel to ignite your unstoppable momentum. You are protected by something far greater than yourself, a force that not only shields you, but propels you forward with relentless power. The storms sent to break you only revealed your true strength. You are not merely surviving, you are victorious. Now is the time to own your truth fully. You are the storm that cannot be tamed, the light that darkness cannot consume. Nothing can derail the destiny set before you because your purpose is carved into the very fabric of existence. There is no hesitation, no uncertainty, only the undeniable force of your triumph. The path ahead is clear, and you are unstoppable in your ascent. Declare it with conviction. I am the storm, I am the light, and I am unstoppable. Let these words resonate within you, solidifying your place as a force that cannot be silenced or defeated. Share your story. Let the world hear how you rose above, how every attempt to hold you down only made you stronger. Your victory is not just yours, it's a beacon to others, a call for them to step into their own power.